Hi. Have you ever wondered what it was like to be mentally strong? When you wake up and face the day, have you ever wondered what it would be like to be able to face it, not having fears, worries, or anxiety? Now, in the grand scheme of things, that would be perfect. And it would be an amazing thing to just be able to be like, I have no fears, no worries, no anxieties, no troubles, no nothing. But that's not always the case. And like I said, that would be the perfect world. But I have found some ideas, some tips that I think can help on how to be mentally strong. So how to be mentally strong. Don't fear alone time. Alone time can be very uncomfortable for many people, but having that alone time can actually help you regroup, can help you recharge, it can help you see things or understand things from a different perspective. Time alone is time where you can take care of yourself. So don't fear that time. Being alone can actually be a beautiful thing. Don't dwell on the past. A lot of times we get caught up with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And if we keep going back and looking backwards, we can never look forward. It's kind of like driving a car. Yes, you kind of need to know your surroundings. You need to look at the side of you in your side mirrors. Look behind you in your rearview mirror. But ultimately, you have to keep moving forward, because if you constantly look in the back rearview mirror, looking at what's behind you, you will miss anything that's coming in front of you, like a stop sign, red light, green light, a car in front of you. So that's very much how I want you to view life, is if you're constantly looking to the past, you're missing out on some of the amazing opportunities that are right here, right in front of you. Don't feel the world owes you. When you have expectations that somebody owes you something, or the world needs to give you something back, a lot of times it can cause you great disappointment. And so go into the world, go into your day of what can I do to just make the day better? This could be blessing someone else without the expectation of something done in return. This could look like, it's very much like karma. Put something good out in the world, and hopefully maybe it'll come back to you, but you're just hoping that as long as you do a good deed, it'll be a trickle effect. But if you feel like people owe you, or you walk around with a grudge of, well, I did this, I should get this back, you're going to be disappointed. Don't expect immediate results. I hear this a lot in marathon runners. Now, this is not one of my favorite things to do. I enjoy running, but I have not had it in my passion to run a marathon. I have learned some of the best things that have ever happened to me in my life. It took time. It took a process. It took waiting. I think when we go into something expecting change to happen right away, once again, it disappoints us. The expectation isn't met that we think should happen. But a lot of things that we put our mind to, and a lot of things that we need to experience, there is a process. The journey is what's teaching you the ultimate outcome. So don't expect immediate results. Don't worry about pleasing everyone. You will exhaust yourself. You will get so tired, run down, beat down, all the downs, if you're trying to please everyone. And the reality is, you can try your best to make people happy, but there's always that one person that you're just not going to please. Or you can think this will help people like me more, and the reality, it has a whole different effect. When you go around trying to please everyone, you lose who you are. You lose who God created you to be. Now, there's a difference in serving others versus pleasing others. Serving others is you are doing something because either the Holy Spirit prompted you, God prompted you, you had a feeling that you needed to help out in whatever way helping out looks like. That's different because you're following something greater than yourself. Pleasing someone would be like, well, maybe if I do this for them, they will like me more. There's a difference. But reality is you will lose who you are. You'll show up to events. You'll show up to locations. You'll just show up in any situation you're in, and you will not be true to yourself. And then you're going to be so stressed out that no one really got to know who you really were or who you really are because you're so worried about pleasing others. And reality is it's not ever going to happen. Yes, you may please a few people in the process, but overall, if you're trying to please everyone and you're worried about it, you're wasting a lot of energy and stress and creating a lot of stress. Don't waste your time feeling sorry for yourself. It's kind of like the saying, I don't mean to cuss, but I'm going to. Shit happens. It's reality. Things are going to happen. You are going to make a mistake. You're going to do something wrong. The more you keep fretting over it and feeling sorry for yourself, you're not going to learn from it. You're not going to be able to achieve anything that you said you need to achieve. Feeling sorry for yourself is also looking at your circumstances and going, oh, poor pitiful me. You play victim in your world. You're not a victim in your world. You are the star in your world. Yes, things are going to happen. They're going to happen to you, and they're going to happen for you. And you have a choice. Do you feel sorry for the things that are not going quite the way you want them to? Or do you rise above it and see how is it helping you? How is it benefiting you? Laying, under a thick blanket, wallowing in pitiful me and crying and crying and crying. Yeah, I know we've all been there. We've all had situations happen in our lives. Things happen to us. We've done things. But if you stay there too long, you're going to miss out on the things that are right there. You're going to miss out on the things that could happen, especially if you change your perspective. Don't waste energy on things you can't control. And this one is a big one for a lot of people. There are things you will not ever be able to control. However, there are things you can control. For example, someone takes your favorite parking spot, or someone, runs right into you. No apology. You can't help that happened. You can choose to make a decision. Do you allow it to affect you and ruining the rest of the day? Or do you control what you can control? Your attitude, what you say, how you behave. Those things you can control. So don't waste energy on things you can't control. Don't let others influence your emotions. I tell my children this all the time, but it is very true for us adults. We still have to follow it. If you allow someone else to determine how you feel, whether you're happy, whether you're excited, joyful, if you're looking to someone else to give that to you, you will be disappointed. Also, there is going to be someone you're going to come across and they're going to be in the worst mood ever. Are you going to let them rub off on you? Are you going to allow them to mess up your day, your happiness? If you allow others to influence your emotions, you're basically allowing anyone and everyone to control how you feel for the day. So don't let others influence your emotions. Don't resent on other people's success. Yes, sometimes people get things we want. We wonder how they were able to do it. Or we don't understand maybe the reason of their success. But behind someone else's success, there was a journey that person had to go through. Instead of resenting them, I would encourage you, rejoice with them. You don't know exactly what happened behind the scenes. You don't know, was there blood, sweat, and tears? And if you want the same thing, do it yourself. If you want that type of success, do it your way. Don't shy away from responsibilities. You have your own set responsibilities, whether that is a role you play. Like for me, I'm a mother. That is my responsibility, is to be a mother. I also have responsibilities to make sure my household runs smoothly, pay my bills, pay them on time. I have responsibilities in the community that I've signed up for. Don't shy away from them. Embrace them. I tell my children this, and I want to tell you this. There are privileges with great responsibilities, but you have to do the responsible thing in order to have the privilege. Don't give up after the first failure. This one can be hard. It didn't go exactly the way you felt it should go. Doesn't mean it's really a failure. It just means it's a learning experience. Keep trying. Try it different. Try it the exact same way and see if the outcome comes different. Bring in a different perspective. Change up the way you do things and the way you think about things. But don't give up. Keep pushing. There's a reason that desire's in your heart. There's a reason why there's a goal. Don't give up. Don't fear taking calculated risks. I like how that's worded. Don't fear taking calculated risk. That means you've sat there, you thought about it. You've probably made a pros and cons list. You probably looked at data to see if it backs up what you need to do. If you've calculated it and it looks like it's definitely safe, go for it. Go for it. I even say go for the ones that are not calculated. If the risk isn't going to personally harm you, your family, or your loved ones, or anything like that, I'd say go for it. What's the worst that could happen? It didn't work out the first time? Well, you always can try it again. But take a risk. Step out of your comfort zone. Get used to being uncomfortable. That's where growth and change really happens, is when you feel uncomfortable. So these are tips that I find helped anyone to be emotionally, mentally strong. And I hope that you can take these as just a little quick reminder that you can achieve anything you want to. You can be mentally strong. And you can go back through this and listen to this again and be like, you know what? I am doing that. I am wasting my time. I am putting energy into places that don't need to be. And I hope these tips find you well. And remember, confidence equals beauty.